The Big Dig was a major highway project in Boston aimed at replacing the city's aging central artery. It was plagued by cost overruns, delays, and technical issues, leading to a final cost of $22 billion, making it one of the most expensive highway projects in history and one of the most costly public works mistakes in the USA. The problems were caused by mismanagement, ineffective cost control, and a lack of transparency in the budget and management. Despite its challenges, the project improved traffic flow and revitalized parts of the city. The Olympic Stadium in Montreal, Canada was built for the 1976 Summer Olympics. The initial cost estimate of the stadium was $134 million, but the final cost ended up being much higher, with an estimated cost of $1.5 billion in today's dollars. The stadium was plagued by construction problems, cost overruns, and numerous technical issues, leading to significant financial losses for the city of Montreal. The stadium's problematic design and high maintenance costs also made it difficult to attract long-term tenants, leading to further financial losses. The Olympic Stadium in Montreal is now widely considered to be one of the biggest public works mistakes in Canadian history. The Crossrail Project in London was a major infrastructure project aimed at improving the city's transportation network by building a new high-speed rail line that would connect the suburbs of the city with the central business district. The project was initially estimated to cost £15 billion, but the final cost ended up being much higher, with an estimated cost of £17.6 billion. The project faced numerous challenges, including cost overruns, delays, and technical problems, leading to criticism from politicians and the public. Despite its challenges, the Crossrail project has been credited with improving transportation in London and supporting economic growth in the city, but its high cost and numerous problems have left a lasting impact on the city and its residents. The F-35 Joint Strike Fighter is a military aircraft developed by the United States for use by the country's military and its allies. The F-35 was intended to be a versatile, multi-role aircraft that could perform a variety of missions, including air-to-air combat, air-to-ground strikes, and reconnaissance. However, the F-35 has been plagued by a variety of problems, including cost overruns, technical difficulties, and performance issues, which have led to significant criticism from politicians and the public. The initial cost estimate for the F-35 was $233 billion, but the final cost is estimated to be much higher, potentially exceeding $1.5 trillion over the life of the program. The Bay of Pigs invasion was a failed military operation by the United States in Cuba in 1961, aimed at overthrowing the communist government of Fidel Castro. The operation was plagued by poor planning and coordination and resulted in a quick defeat of the invading force by the Cuban military. Many of the participants were captured and held as prisoners, leading to a major embarrassment for the US and a significant setback in its efforts to contain communism. The Bay of Pigs remains one of the most significant military blunders in US history and a cautionary tale about the dangers of ill-conceived military operations. The Sydney Opera House is an iconic building located in Sydney, Australia. It was designed by Danish architect Jon Utzon and opened in 1973. The Sydney Opera House is considered one of the greatest works of modern architecture and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. However, the construction of the Sydney Opera House was plagued by numerous difficulties and cost overruns. The original budget for the project was estimated to be $7 million, but the final cost was much higher, estimated to be $102 million in today's dollars. The project was beset by design changes, labor strikes, and political interference, which caused significant delays and increased costs. The Concorde Supersonic Jet was a joint venture between the British and French governments to develop a supersonic passenger jet that could fly faster than the speed of sound. The Concorde was developed in the 1960s and began commercial service in 1976. Despite its impressive speed and technological advances, the Concorde was plagued by high costs and a series of technical problems. The project was estimated to have cost over $5 billion, and was heavily subsidized by the British and French governments. The Hubble Space Telescope was launched into orbit in 1990 and has made many groundbreaking discoveries in astronomy. However, the project suffered from technical problems, including flawed mirrors and faulty equipment, which resulted in the production of blurry images. These problems were eventually fixed during servicing missions, but they contributed to the high cost of the project. The servicing missions and repairs to the Hubble have been estimated to cost billions of dollars. Despite these challenges, the Hubble has proven to be a valuable and productive scientific instrument, and its legacy continues to inspire future generations of scientists and engineers. The Alaska oil spill occurred in 1989, when the Exxon Valdez tanker ran aground in Prince William Sound, Alaska, and spilled approximately 11 million gallons of crude oil into the ocean. The spill caused widespread environmental damage, including the death of hundreds of thousands of birds and marine animals, as well as harm to the local fishing industry. The Taurus Tunnel Project in Istanbul, Turkey was a planned tunnel that was meant to cross under the Bosphorus Strait and connect the Asian and European sides of Istanbul. The project was proposed as a solution to the city's growing traffic problems and was estimated to cost $11 billion. However, the project faced numerous setbacks, including opposition from environmental groups, concerns about the potential impact on the city's historic sites, and questions about the economic viability of the project. As a result, the project was ultimately cancelled, and the $11 billion that had been earmarked for its construction was never spent.